A warm welcome to Anuradha Vedic Astrology. Today we are going to talk about debilitating planets and their effects in medical astrology. But before that, a very big thanks to all of you for liking, sharing, subscribing to our astrology channel and writing in your comments and your suggestions on our YouTube and Spotify channels. Today, we are going to see how a debilitating planet affects us medically in astrology. But we must also understand that a debilitating planet helps us balance out certain work. And whenever we have a debilitating planet in our charts, we will see that we gravitate towards that planet in completing certain karmas, balancing that karmas out of that planet. And that is very useful when we are trying to find out professions, as I have mentioned in one of my videos regarding professions. But when we're looking at the chart medically, then this debilitating planet can have a real debilitating effect on us. How so? That can be seen when we have a debilitating planet, then it gives us unpleasant results in regards to the elements for which they stand. So when we're talking about Sun and Mars, they are fiery in nature. So the element associated with Sun and Mars for us is of fire in nature. And this brings in a lot of fire and heat in the body. So when the planet is debilitated, that will definitely create an imbalance in the fire element of the body. When we're talking about Moon and Venus have a watery quotient, or they have a watery element. And so when either of them are debilitated in the chart, we'll find that the person can have problems in both these areas. When we are talking about Jupiter, then there is something wrong with the ether, that is the expansion. Jupiter relates to expansion. Wherever it is placed, we'll see that there can be expansion issues. There can be some amount of swollenness, because expansion relates to growing and becoming swollen. So that area of the chart can be afflicted in that manner. Mercury gives us varied issues. It also gives us earthy issues. But again, Mercury can also give us a lot of complications whenever, and we'll be making a video specific to Mercury when we are talking about medical issues, because Mercury plays a very important role along with Sun and Moon when we talk about medical issues. Finally, we are here to talk about Saturn. How does Saturn affect us? What is the element of Saturn? The element of Saturn is air, and Saturn, being an airy planet, can create a lot of airy issues in the body. What are the kind of airy issues that you can face in the, you can find in the body? You can find issues related to arthritis. You can find issues related to the drying up of liquids between the bones, that will cause a lot of pain in the bones, because as the bones rub against each other, they cause a lot of pain in the body. A person can physically feel a lot of pain about that. So when now what another point that we must consider here, what is that? The point that one needs to understand is just that Mars is debilitated. It has got creating problems related to the fire element. That's great enough. But which part of the body, that will be seen from the house in which we see the debilitation of the Mars. Or if Jupiter is debilitated, then which part of the body will show a swelling, will show an expansion, will show a problem, and that we can understand by seeing the chart. So in this chart, we see that the Lagna here is Sagittarius, and we see Jupiter is debilitated in the second house. What more? It's sitting with the sixth lord. Whenever we are talking about medical astrology, the sixth lord is of utmost importance, the sixth house, along with the 12th house. So we'll be making a video there, or definitely doing that. But before that, we need to see here that Jupiter is sitting with the sixth lord. This sixth lord enhances the problems in that part of the body, and Jupiter here can give swelling. So this person had a lot of swelling in his teeth. The second house is face and also teeth. And that person, or what more, the mother of that person also had this problem, swelling of the gums, swelling of the teeth, and also went in for a surgery. So in this chart, we see that both Mars and Moon are debilitated. As I said, there will be a problem with Mars, with fire issues, and Moon in turn will give a person issues regarding to liquids. This person has a major case of blood pressure. And we know Mars can cause blood pressure, and irregularities of the blood can also be seen with the Moon. So these problems are very much prevalent. I know somebody who has a debilitated Mars in the second house, and that person had, during the Dashantar Dasha Pratyantar, we could always go there and check out, person had a lot of scaling of skin due to intense heat on the face. There was a lot of scaling on the face skin, and the person literally would have to shed that skin. The person had to undergo an intense year of treatment before the problem subsided. If somebody has, say, a debilitated sun, and say supposing in the 8th house, you would see that your inner thighs could show a lot of pain, could show a lot of inflammation, could also extend to the private parts. When we are talking about, say, Venus being debilitated in the 6th house, such a person, if she's a lady, can undergo a lot of problems during her menstrual cycle periods or otherwise related to her generic organs. All these things can be very well seen when we are considering the element of the planet concerned and the house of the planet concerned. Do write into us. Let us know how you found this video on medical astrology. Until we meet with you again, stay safe.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.